We'll share a couple of thoughts, some lessons that we gathered since we started to follow the path of some social entrepreneurs, and some of our beliefs. So what can be done to nurture the whole mindset in the country and so on.
I'm going to start sharing a story with you guys. We are from Brazil, but now we actually came from Gradiška. Gradiška is a city in the northern border of Bosnia, and it's a small city with about 20,000 inhabitants. And Gradiška was a really nice place to be because it kind of proved us what we are doing here. Why are we on the road? There we met this guy called Predrag, and I'm pretty sure that he started the first social enterprise in the place. And Predrag, he is 29. He has been working for about 5 years in a youth center that he opened it. And last month, he opened a store for his social business. There is a brand, a clothing brand. And all the work, all the design is very local. So he's bringing this new concept of consuming local, of doing local in such a small city. And the end goal is to keep going the work with the youth center. Why we decided to travel? So is this, if we were just at home, if we were just in Brazil doing our stuff there, we would never find out that in a small city in the border of Bosnia with 20,000 people, there is a guy who's brave enough to open a fashion brand using local resources. So sometimes we just think that people just can do it because it's better, it's bigger, it's in a evolved country or whatever. So his story is kind of, see, open your eyes, that's why you're here.
Rather than stating a concept or trying to define something, we will show you some practical examples of how these things, how this is going on, how this is happening, with some examples of people we met on the road, but also some stories that we know from Brazil, our homeland. And going back a few months ago, we were in Berlin studying, doing some studies, and as we were involved with social entrepreneurship back in Brazil, we decided to see how things were going in Europe, the most developed continent, and the EU agenda pretty much driven to social innovation. We decided to check out, to discover more. So this is roughly our way so far. We were in Zagreb, in Čakovec, both in Croatia. After that we headed to Sarajevo and then to Gradiška in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Now Belgrade, and after Belgrade we're reaching other cities in the region: Pristina, Skopje, Tirana, Podgorica, and Sofia. After that, we're still figuring out what to do. Nowadays, we can talk about resources a lot, about abstract concepts like political capital, human resources, social capital, networking. All these are resources that can be placed or relocated from one place to the other. So that's basically what we're talking about, this kind of entrepreneurship. We're talking also about public policy makers, about the guy who is doing social business in Gradiška, a city with 27,000 inhabitants. We're also talking about the NGOs back in Brazil and some different ways of relocating resources from one place to the other in favor to improving other people's lives.
By watching closely all these initiatives, we don't want to conceptualize anything. We are not trying to get stuck in set concepts, but we could take off some lessons from each place we visited, each person we interviewed.